Well, hello and welcome to Teal House Farm. I'm Sam, this is Laura. We were challenged to do the 30 random facts by the Texas Boys. They challenged us to do this 30 random facts challenge. And we also got challenged by Art and Homesteading. So we've compiled our list of 30 random facts about ourselves. We have our own, and then we have ones together. I've not really read Laura's. I don't know if she's kind of read mine. So we're just going to kind of bounce around here. We're going to kind of keep it one camera shot here, so hopefully it's not too boring. But do you want to start, or would you like me to start?
You should start.
Okay. Also, at the end here, we're going to shout out 5 other channels that we would like to see do this 30 random facts. Okay, so first, I am right-handed in all aspects of my life, except for I shoot guns and I shoot bows left-handed because I think it's because my left eye is dominant. When I was little, my dad didn't believe me. It took a lot of convincing that I could shoot a gun left-handed.
My first fact is that I have a bachelor's in music performance on the French horn. So I use that every day.
Nice. Well, you teach lessons.
I do teach lessons, and I actually play French horn in a symphony in the closest city, so that's kind of cool. But my master's is in music composition, so I have 2 degrees in music.
I am the oldest of 7 children. I was 16 when my youngest sister was born. I have 2 brothers and 4 sisters, and everyone in the family agrees that I am the most handsome and
Mama's favorite. Probably by a lot.
I don't know about Mama's favorite, but I'm definitely the most handsome brother of the 3 of us.
Number 4 is I grew up in Connecticut, not on a farm or anywhere near a farm at all.
How we met at Olivet. We went to Olivet Nazarene University. And we were both music majors.
Yep, and one year, my sophomore year, we had a required chapel attendance, and his seat was next to mine. And then we were also assigned to sit next to each other in choir. So I couldn't get away from him. And
then she decided she wanted us to audition for, it's called the commencement concert. It's like the big concert at the end of the year. And she was going to play her French horn and I was going to sing. So we had to practice together all the time.
And love just blossomed.
Yeah. We saw each other. I mean, not just like, walk in the halls or whatever on campus, but we're like in classrooms or practicing together literally every day that semester. I qualified for the AAU Junior Olympics. I ran the 1,500 meters. I also ran the 3,000, but I wasn't as good in that. I ran the 1,500 meters in 4:13 to qualify. Yeah. It's a respectable time. It's not great, but it's a respectable time. And then I went and I ran at the Junior Olympics, and it was terrible.
Speaking of growing up in Connecticut, we did not have pets. My mother did not like animals in the house. We did have a guinea pig, if that qualifies, but no animals.
Maybe we'll get some more pigs soon. We've also worked professionally together, and we actually get along pretty well.
We worked
it's not bad.
At a bank for quite a while
and
together.
And we worked in an accounting office together.
Make a good team.
We do.
But interestingly, on to the next fact. One thing we do not do together is music anymore because we do not get along. We cannot sing together, and we can maybe have him sing and me play the piano, but that is the extent of our musical relationship.
Why do you think that is?
Because you're bossy and mean.
And from my perspective, she can't take any criticism, but that's okay. It's just for me. Mm-hmm. Anyone else, it would be fine.
It's true.
When I was in college, I won a video game tournament for Mario Kart Double Dash. It was for the GameCube. You're in go-karts and racing.
He still has the t-shirt to prove it. When I'm angry, this is kind of funny, but when I'm angry, I passively-aggressively mismatch Sam's socks when I put them in the drawer because he hates that.
It's bad. It's not even... Well, actually, you know what's worse? Is when it's close. It's when she has like the...
They're both black.
Yeah. But one's a dress sock and one's a work sock.
We one thing that we enjoy doing together, we don't get to do a lot, but we really like going to the opera.
And the
symphony.
At college, we studied classical music mostly. And so that's one thing that you've always kind of liked that. I never like growing up or anything, really cared for opera or going to the symphony, but going to school and hearing all that music, we really enjoy going when we can. But it's been a long time before kids. Well, yeah, before kids.
No.
Did we go to the opera?
No, we went once when I was pregnant.
I have lived in Missouri my whole life, mostly kind of the suburbs of St. Louis. My whole life, except for 1 year, we lived in northern Indiana for 1 year, and then we moved right back to Missouri.
I was my high school salutatorian. I'm the brains of the relationship. He's the looks.
And I'm not going to argue about her being the brains.
He was his valedictorian in his homeschool class of 1.
Yeah, my homeschool class of 1.
We've been married for 8 years.
Happily married 8 years. I've worked at the same job since I graduated from college. It's at the church. I'm the worship leader there. I've worked there 8.5 years.
And interestingly, my parents were also church musicians, so I have been in a music ministry family my whole life.
Well, I don't know. We discussed whether we would tell these or not, but we decided we will.
Our kids can be embarrassed when they're older.
So Micah's name we actually got from a TV show.
On the Sci-Fi Channel.
On the Sci-Fi Channel. Like, it's a little nerdy. But we really liked it, and so we stuck with it. It's not, Micah's not short for anything.
It's Micah.
It's Micah. Annie, Annie's full name is Anne Berlin. Some of you asked, they're like, wait, what is her name, Annie or Anne Berlin? We call her Annie for short.
I got that from a song, and then later figured out that the name of the song was Amber Lynn. But I still liked it, so we kept with it.
Mm-hmm. And then Ivy, we just liked her name. Right. We just thought, well, her full name is Ivory, but we call her Ivy. We think Ivy's pretty.
I love sauerkraut, but the only one, there's 2 foods Samuel will not eat. He won't eat cabbage because his mother used to crave Brussels sprouts when she was pregnant, and she was pregnant 7 times. So he can't handle the smell.
Brussels sprouts stink up the whole house for like 3 days. They really do.
So he won't eat sauerkraut. And the other thing he won't eat is mayonnaise.
I don't know why I don't like mayonnaise.
I don't know. I like coleslaw, but it's like,
I don't know. I don't know what it is. Now, listen. I say I don't like mayonnaise, and I don't like sauerkraut, and I don't like Brussels sprouts. But if I came to your house and you fixed them, I would eat them and not complain. I can do it.
Which actually brings up my next fact, is that, or over here, Sam eats whatever I cook, period. He does not complain. He's a very smart man.
I do, but you're an excellent cook, so it's pretty easy. Yeah. That I take a long time and am very picky when I shop. And it doesn't matter, like, whether it's jeans, whether it's, like, something at the hardware store, whether it's a greeting card.
I once sent him into Walmart to get a birthday card for his sister, and he was in there, no lie, for over an hour. Because he had to look at every card to make sure he got the right one.
I don't know. I can't help it.
We are Christians. Probably already figured that out. We are members of the Church of the Nazarene, which is a Protestant denomination.
And you hadn't even heard of the church.
I hadn't.
It's a pretty small denomination.
When I went to a Nazarene school for college, my mother was worried I was joining a cult. She had to look it up. It's not.
It's not a cult. See, I have a Bachelor of Science degree in church music from Olivet Nazarene University. I actually told her last night I still kind of can't believe that I have a 4-year degree. I wasn't the best student.
He wasn't. He tried to cheat off my homework one time.
No. Why did you bring that up, folks? Oh.
You asked to copy my papers.
I did.
I said no.
Oh, I bumped the camera. I did ask to copy your papers.
Yes.
But listen.
That's all you have to know.
No, listen. This was she didn't marry me. I mean, I can kind of see it, but like she got mad at me. Like it was
I worked on that.
Okay,
you
listen,
did not.
Listen.
You wanted to copy my hand.
It was in the one class that I actually got a better grade in than her. But that's literally like the one class. And it was an assignment that you didn't even have to turn in. Like it wasn't graded. It wasn't anything.
It doesn't matter.
You walked in and she goes, okay, let's pronounce these French words together. She wouldn't give me the answers. So I got to class like 2 minutes early.
My mama taught me right. Another one, my dad is a master carillonneur, plays the carillon. One of the few in the world who are members of the guild, and he travels all around playing.
It's
cool.
really cool. Was it Duke that we got to go?
Yeah, we went to Duke University.
Duke University, and the carillon are the bells up in like a church steeple.
Yeah,
usually.
think like Quasimodo.
Yeah, except they're these hammers that stick out. They're pegs, really. And to play the bells, I guess you hit them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of a different motion.
If you YouTube the carillon, my dad's videos will probably pop up first if you're curious.
It's pretty cool. It's
Make
really
sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but we got to go up in the tower and while he was playing. It's really neat. I am extremely competitive.
Yes.
And she actually is very competitive too. But I'll tell you a quick story. I was in a church service one time with a friend. And the pastor, this was when I was like 20 or 22, something like that. The pastor was like, okay, how many of you are competitive? And me and my buddy, we raised our hands. And then I looked over at him and I said, my hand's higher than yours.
We don't remember what we did before we had kids, but we sure must have wasted a lot of time. What did we do?
We had to have been like the most boring people before we had
How much
kids.
TV did we watch?
I don't know.
really understand.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So when we were getting married, our plan was to live in St. Louis and be city folks. And I was going to get my master's in St. Louis. And then this man switched it up and decided he was coming to a church in the middle of nowhere, central Missouri, and I did not want to come. And we almost didn't get married.
It was pretty rough there. Let's see. Was that right before we got married?
Yeah, and you told me we were supposed to get married in January, and you told me in November that if I was that miserable about it, then we should just not get married.
But it all worked out.
It did.
It worked perfect
We came.
because you got your master's at Mizzou.
Mhm.
She was gonna try and get it at
Webster
in St. Louis, which is a good music school. But it all worked out great. We have never been able to agree on a baby boy's name.
Yep.
And we're pretty sure that's why we only have girls.
It's his fault.
It's half my fault.
It is.
We just can't put it all together. I have met Dina Menzel. She's this was on Broadway because the school we went to was in Chicago, and she was in the musical. It's called Wicked, which sounds terrible, but it's the backstory to Wizard of Oz, and it explains why the Wicked Witch of the West became wicked. And so we saw her in that on Broadway, and then afterwards we went to the backstage door where they all exit. We had to wait a long time because she had all this green paint on because she was the Wicked Witch. And we got to meet her afterwards, and she was very, very nice because I'm sure it was like midnight, maybe later, and we were dumb college students waiting for her. She signed everybody's, autographs, everything, took pictures with us. There's a picture somewhere on Facebook of me with her. But she was in the movie Frozen as well. She's Elsa.
You need to tell Micah that you met Elsa.
I do.
You do.
That would blow her mind.
And the last one on my individual list, I think, here.
This is the last one altogether.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've hit them all. This is number 30.
I have 0 spatial relevance ability. And Sam has learned to mostly just look the other way because I get really embarrassed about it. But I cannot park well.
She can't judge distances at all.
I can't pack a trunk. I always think I'm going to fit 10 things in where only 4 will.
Sometimes you struggle walking.
I do.
And the thing about that is that Micah has inherited that trait. I think Micah's inherited your brains as well, but Micah's definitely inherited that trait. So we want to give our 5 shout outs to people. If you've made it to the end of this video, thank you. We appreciate it. We want to give the people that we would like to see do this 30 random facts challenge is Farm Alarm. They've got a great channel. They're actually here in Missouri, not very far. So it'd be great to hear them do it. We want to hear the Swamp Creek Cabin folks. We want to hear Robert and Dee Dee do that. Robert is the one that sent me the beard shirt, I found out. So they are funny people. We want to hear them do it. We also want to see Peoria Dude do it. Peoria Dude has been a subscriber of ours for a long time. I don't know, he might have been our first subscriber that wasn't family and friends. I'm not sure. He's been around, and he's got a channel. He does tons of shout outs, and he's a funny guy. So make sure and check out his channel. We'd like to see him do it. We'd also like to see the Grass-fed Homestead do it. Dan and his family, they've kind of sort of been mentors to us a little bit on our YouTube journey, but we'd like to see them do the 30 Random Facts Challenge. And then the last channel we'd like to shout out is Art and Bree. We'd like to see them do the challenge as well. Also, if you're one of these channels and someone else has shouted you out already or challenged you, or you just don't feel like doing it, you will not break our hearts. It's your channel. You do what you want. But we thought we'd give these channels, we'd like to see them do it and see what happens. So
Thanks
yeah.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.